I'm completely fed up of hearing that we're going to lose all of our money if we leave the EU. And I'm also sick and tired of hearing people saying that if we leave the EU, our economy is going to blast off into space and we're all going to be rich. The truth is, no one knows exactly what's going to happen to the British economy if we leave the EU. But in any case, this is not about money. This is about politics. It's about who we want to be and what we want the world to be like. The European Union has never been some kind of economic cost-benefit analysis. It has always been a political choice. The European Union was not inevitable. After the Second World War, there was very little trust between world leaders. The continent was in ruins. Millions were starving, and an iron curtain had descended across Eastern Europe. In those dark times, a few brave leaders took a chance and trusted each other. And they thought it would be a good idea to bind future generations together politically, to trade together, to make decisions together instead of fighting. At the time, Winston Churchill said, "We must proclaim the mission of a united Europe, whose moral conception will win Europe respect and gratitude of mankind, and whose physical strength none will dare molest, where people of every country will think of being European as of belonging to their homeland. And wherever they go in Europe, they will truly feel, here I am at home." The European Union today is the union that Winston Churchill called for in those dark days. Is this something we want to support and keep going, or not? Because today, the European Union is facing the biggest challenge of recent history. If you thought the Cold War was over, think again. In the East, there is a tyrant who is determined to rebuild the Soviet Empire. Vladimir Putin wants Britain to leave the European Union because the European Union represents hope to millions of people in Eastern Europe who want to live like we do in an open, democratic, capitalist society. Ukraine is the front line of an epic struggle between government by boring institutions and government by violence. Are we in for this fight? Are we ready to lead Europe in this time of crisis? We have led Europe before. When the Berlin Wall came down, Margaret Thatcher insisted that the European Union be expanded to include the countries which had suffered so terribly under the tyranny of communism. Her plan worked, and the citizens of the new member states are already enjoying better living standards and far more political freedom than they could possibly have imagined under Soviet domination. This is why Vladimir Putin wants the European Union to fail. This is why the European Union must succeed. And that is why I will urge all of you here tonight to vote Remain. Thank you.